Chapter 14, Heights and Insights. Her gaze settling on the strikingly painted orange and green helicopter. Its neon vibrancy hinted at an adventurous spirit for the evening ahead. Her musings were interrupted as Julian approached, his unusual attire contrasting sharply with the pilot's crisp uniform. Dressed in baggy orange pants and an oversized pink hoodie, topped with a green beanie, Julian's outfit seemed an attempt to coordinate with his eccentric helicopter. Aubrey mused and chuckled to herself. Her own outfit, a quirky ensemble of a maroon scarf, baby blue hat, short blue dress, white frilly socks, and black Mary Janes, made her reconsider her fashion critique. As Julian came near, he greeted her warmly. "Hey, Aubrey, ready to fly?" She was, albeit nervously. "Yeah, but should we wait for Celine and Cameron?" Julian shook his head. His eyes twinkled with mischief. "If we wait for them, we might be here all night. Let's get going, the city looks incredible at night." "Are you sure this is safe?" Aubrey asked, her anxiety about flying bubbling to the surface. "Yes, I'm 110% sure it is safe," Julian said to her as they walked toward the helicopter, and his confidence eased her nerves. Once aboard, they were handed headphones with microphones, a necessity for communication above the roaring blades. As the helicopter lifted, Julian's voice came through. "Excited?" "More terrified," Aubrey replied. "I'm kind of scared of heights and flying." "What do you usually do when you're scared?" he asked, his tone soothing. "I try to distract myself," she replied half-jokingly. "Anything to forget the potential plummet." "Well, let's chat." "It might help," Julian said as the helicopter began to ascend. "Okay," Aubrey replied, her voice tinged with nervousness. "So, what's your favorite color?" Julian started, aiming to lighten the mood. "Blue." "Makes sense. You're wearing a blue hat and dress today." "That doesn't mean much." "I might wear purple tomorrow," Aubrey replied, and a laugh escaped her as her nerves eased. "What will it mean then?" she added lightheartedly. "Well, I'm not sure, but today it makes you a blueberry," Julian said, which elicited a genuine laugh from Aubrey. Aubrey shifted their conversation to Julian's attire. "Did you dress to match your helicopter today?" Aubrey teased, eyeing his colorful clothes. Julian laughed. "I'm channeling my inner Care Bear with the pink, and you got me. I wanted to see who wore orange and green better, me or my chopper," he replied. Aubrey chuckled, feeling more relaxed. "Are you less scared now?" he asked. "Yes. Thanks," she replied, peering down at the cityscape that sprawled like a network of glowing veins below them. "How would you paint this view?" Julian asked. "Why do you care so much about my painting?" "Why shouldn't I?" "It's refreshing to meet someone passionate about their art," he replied, his tone light yet sincere. "Don't stress about everything. Just enjoy the moment," Julian said with a chuckle as he noticed her apprehension. "After all, I'm a fun guy." "You mean you're a mushroom?" Aubrey quipped, her tension easing into a smile. Laughing, Julian played along. "Exactly, I can be whatever you want me to be, a fungi or a fun guy. Let's say it's your birthday, and your wish is my command." Intrigued, Aubrey played into the fantasy. "So, I can wish for anything, and it's mine?" "Absolutely. Right now? Right this second." "I want a pie." Aubrey closed her eyes as she reached out her hands. Julian responded with a smirk. 3.14159265359. "That's not fair. I gave you pie." He chuckled at his own joke. Aubrey laughed before she turned to admire the view. "Wow, look at the stars. You can really see them from up here. You might even spot aliens pretending to be stars," Julian added, keeping the mood light. Their laughter filled the cabin. Then Julian changed the subject. What's your favorite holiday? I don't really have one. And you? Halloween. Is that even a real holiday? Well, what's the closest holiday to Halloween? Thanksgiving, I think. Okay, well, it has to be Martin Luther King Jr. Day, then. I know. What would be your dream piece of jewelry, if you could have anything? Aubrey described a colorful ring with a myriad of gemstones, centered around a ruby, detailed with sapphires, emeralds, and amethysts. And your dream piece? I don't really have one, since I can buy pretty much anything I want. But maybe a mushroom necklace, fitting for a fun guy, he joked. His answer was unexpectedly refreshing. It wasn't pretentious like a gold chain or fancy over-the-top watch, which Aubrey liked. What's your favorite flower? He asked, genuinely interested. Daisies. And yours? Black dahlia, he said. The conversation deepened. What do you believe in? Julian asked, looking into her eyes. Jesus, God, and the Bible, she replied earnestly. Amen to that, he replied with a respectful nod. As the helicopter began to descend, Aubrey's anxiety peaked. We're landing now, don't worry, it's going to be okay, Julian said. Before we land, what's your favorite feeling? And your least favorite? He asked, wanting to keep her mind off the descent. Love is my favorite, and wasp stings are definitely my least favorite, she replied with a small laugh. I share your love for love, Julian said thoughtfully. And for me, heartbreak or feeling like a sellout is the worst. As they touched down, Aubrey was amazed. She had conquered her fear of flying, a feat she never imagined possible. As she stepped out of the helicopter, Julian's spontaneous hug took her by surprise. She hesitated but found comfort in his embrace, and didn't want him to let go. When he finally did, his apology was met with her assurance. No need to be sorry. Great, Julian said and beamed as he seized her hand. I know the perfect place for us to eat. Let's go. He led her toward a waiting car, his enthusiasm infectious. As Aubrey was whisked away, she felt a mix of bewilderment and curiosity about the unfolding events. The helicopter ride had unexpectedly stirred her appetite and left her stomach rumbling with anticipation. For the first time in ages, her heart felt inexplicably light.